Where's the first Jack here with another video? Listen, the previous TTS was good, and I am so thankful that a lot of you left some very good and constructive comments in the comment section, pointing out the few questions that I asked, but also some things that I did notice. For example, in the very beginning with the whole Orc show, which apparently we're not going to see much of anymore, there was bloody Optimus Prime in the back, like, I'm Optimus Prime. I always try to do his voice. I never succeeded. Optimus was like my favorite toy growing up. I could spot it from like all the bricks of Legos that I have in my room. Those are good little things. Nostalgia. But yeah, there was so much to be noticed actually. For one was the idea of Abby, aka Abaddon. How could I have forgotten? The leader, or the champion of Horus, that dickhead. And also, even worse than him, Lucius. I did not quite connect what he was for, but of course, thankful to all of you, I went back and looked at it on the wiki, and man, he's a scary guy. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is there anybody in 40k? I mean, so some people are pure of heart, because I think that even a Grey Knight, in their own absolution of anything that is non-right in the Emperor's eyes, will falter to the idea of being just a tiny bit prideful when having him drawing his last breath as this flew him down. Because he is yikes. I mean, that is such a hack's ability. The fact that if you have pride as you slay him, you essentially become him. That's messed up. That's cap. How is that even allowed? Is that allowed? Yeah, perhaps we will have the likes of, I think, Robert Gilliman, like the guy who's known for the noble sacrifices, or even Vulcan, I think. I mean, yeah, people like to say that there are no good guys in 40k. While these Primarchs also do have their faults, I do believe that they are considered, even the wolves also can as well. They are rather caring in nature, but that's more like an instinct. But that's good. That's still good. But today's episode is actually a short one. I should just get into the point actually. Where we are checking the fourth short. This one is called Decius Breaks the News. I guess he's finally going to tell the what are they called again? They're not simply the ecclesiarchies, but they have like a specific branch. Well, he's going to tell them about what the Emperor told him. So let's go.
Esteemed cardinals of the Adeptus Ministorum,
Adeptus
I
Ministorum.
gathered you here today to reveal unto you the most important development in all of recent history. I, Ecclesiarch Decius the 23rd, have been granted audience with the Emperor himself. And he has disclosed to me the truth of our organization, our influence, and our very
The
faith.
Spanky Monkey.
Please, hold on to your hats, my friends. The truth is that the Lectitio Divinitatus, our holy book,
Is pure and utter heresy.
the Emperor is not actually a god. How dare you even say such a thing, Ecclesiarch? You are a heretic! No, you must listen. What I say is true.
Rip his
He
arm off.
has told me so himself. Have you no faith in me? That is ironic. The Emperor
Yeah, true.
is performed throughout the years, such as the storm of the Emperor's wrath during the Age of Ultron.
Well, that was the Emperor. But, he, wasn't a god when doing it, or something. That's just rubbish!
We would not even be speaking right now if the Emperor did not impose his divine will upon us. Morality stems from the God Emperor, and without it, we would be nothing but uncivilized brutes.
Wow, that is one angry monkey.
Following the Emperor's example and just not be total asshats?
Whoa! Well, if the Emperor isn't the god, how come when I look at a picture of him, I always get the unrelenting urge to bend myself over and pray ecstatically? Checkmate, bitch!
That's a good point. You're a liar and a heretic, Decius.
Oh, come on, guys. Use your senses.
No! Do you not see the error of your ways? The Emperor is no god. And to lump him into that obscene category is what is heresy around here. Compare our Emperor, radiant, beautiful, magnificent, to the ones considered gods in this galaxy.
Oh, compared to the Chaos Gods, yeah.
Horn, a paraplegic sociopath, Siege, an indecisive Golem, Slanesh, never went to rehab, Fork and Mork, literal mushrooms, hey, Big Daddy Calgar's personal pleasure object, Isha, supernatural garbage can, Chekaroth, a fucking clown, the Nightbringer, has no friends, and the Deceiver, who's just straight up an idiot. He doesn't exist. Shut up about it.
Oh, come on! No. I don't accept that answer.
Filthy creatures is disgraceful. It is a title fallaciously forced upon him to associate him
Fallaciously.
with beings of lesser worth. No, our great father is no god. He is a man, like all of us. He is a human being, the greatest human being to exist in our galaxy and beyond. We must all learn that a god is not intrinsically greater than us. Only weaklings succumb to their deceitful promises of fame and power. We share the same blood with our magnificent emperor. We are him, and he is us. He always knew this better than anyone, and he wants us to embrace that same ideal. Mankind is greater than any lowly god creature. We are the greatest species in existence.
Oh, the
and
hubris.
Emperor is the greatest being of our species. He is a man, and you will pray to him as such.
They literally made zero progress. Oh no. Yay. All according to plan, huh? Yeah. If it isn't the conundrum and the beauty at the same time of Warhammer. You know, okay, one thing to quickly point out. Malal, or Malice, that's the name. He was like one of another Chaos God who like turned against them, because I do know that the Chaos Gods are essentially just manifestation of either the human psyche, beliefs, thoughts, dreams, such. Even like natural what cycles? Yeah, just natural cycles. It's a fun thing. It's a fun thing, but like it's essentially Malice was like more or less like the embodiment of rebellion, right? Like he was going against his own kin, wanted to see him die. I think something like that. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But a fun thing that I always like to equate 40k to is like to like some real life concepts. Of course, that's what makes these things even more funnier. Like you just take like the worldly religions, you know, Christianity especially. So it's a whole pretty clear thing that is inspired from this. The whole idea that people quite literally are preaching words that they first and foremost don't ever have any knowledge about or even claim to understand. It's so bad, because here's the thing. Now, for those of you who have not heard this statement now, I'm saying it now, just so it's kind of clear, and some may not be surprised knowing this about me. So I am a Christian, and it's like, I have to point that out like it's something like super game breaking or something. But yeah, essentially I was raised in a Christian family and I really hated Christianity growing up. But the only reason why I fell back onto it was the fact that I decided in my adulthood to pick up the Bible and start reading what it essentially was about. Going through like adolescence, I had a point where I had to see a therapist. But that was not because of religious reasons, not at all. It may have played a factor, but not entirely. And in doing so, I got to meet a psychologist with whom I became like we were like besties, because we had some of the most constructive conversation of all times. Because if I would have gone in like the creative route, like doing with art, if I didn't have like some super boomer parents who were telling me that, oh yeah, that sounds cool, you like to draw, you like to talk philosophy, but screw an art degree. Essentially, that's essentially what they would have said to me if they were really frank with me. But yeah, the whole thing was that during our sessions we would talk about philosophy, about the world and such. And you know, a lot of the knowledge that we actually acquire are from old texture. amongst which is the Bible, because it's not just about a book of faith, because what is essentially faith? Faith means that a promise is given to you and it's fulfilled. That's how you believe in something. It's like super logical, it's clear, simple, it's just that. If God said that, yeah, the Jews are going to come to this land and such thing happened, the promise was fulfilled. Bringing my people out of Egypt, they fulfilled. So that's kind of what it operates on. But like the Bible is way more complicated than people give it credit to, and it's such. It's because first it's written in bloody parables. People are going to believe that Jesus said that, oh, eat my blood and flesh, like it's literal. People are dumb. But yeah, but that's not even the point. The whole thing is that there are the whole concepts of psychologies that are inspired from it, and it gave me like a new perspective on things, and not just going about and talking about things that I clearly don't understand. And that's kind of what happens there, you know? But I'm essentially the IRL version of Leandros from the Space Marine game, going like, the causes authorities do not approve of this action whenever I see a Christian saying some preposterous shit. You know, it's like stupid, the thing that people are going to allow themselves saying. And a fun notice, a thing that I always remember for myself are two quotes from either a pre-Socraterian philosopher called Heraclitus and Socrates himself. Socrates did say, had a quote of saying that ignorance is evil. And that is stemming from the point of view that, of course, we can dispute that, but the idea is simply that people will do things that they deem are right for themselves, but not see the consequences, the ripples that it has on others. So yeah, you kind of need ignorance begets a lot of bad things. So the more knowledge you have about something, the better I think you get. But some people would say that ignorance is bliss, but that's their point of view. That's not quite mine, and that's why I always like to get educated in anything whatsoever. But with that said, guys, excuse me for going on a total ramble here. That was not meant to be, but sometimes when some of this type of topic comes up, I like to speak freely. Hopefully you are still here by the end listening to me rambling about this. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys in episode 18.5, where some from what I heard some of you saying, it's going to be longer. And by the way, somebody left a comment in what, sorry, I need to give you a name to have credit for this one because it was bloody funny. Yes, Morello, you said delicious sounds like a video of Game Mickey by Filthy Frank. Thank you. I hadn't seen Papa Franco in a while, and now that video, that sound is stuck in my head. Thanks. Thanks a lot. Yeah, with that said, guys, have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you guys next time.